Hello, everybody. I made it to Toronto. Despite the movie, the plane did not crash. How's everyone doing tonight? I know I've already said hello to everybody at Sonia, so hello again. So I'm on the road in a hotel. No purple lights this week. Hey, Sue. Hey, Daryl. And so, yeah, I'm at a conference in Toronto, so I can't do my live this week on Wednesday because I will be on a plane Wednesday. I pushed the button. So I thought this might be a little more fun. It's a little late. I have a very early day tomorrow and a very long day of nonsense. So this might be a little late, but anyways, thanks for joining, everybody. So I did come a little bit prepared just in case. So because I'm in Toronto, I thought maybe it would be fun to go over some facts about Toronto. So here we go. Fun fact number one, from August 1793 to March 1834, this Canadian city was known as York. It shared the same name as the country that harbored it. It was the second capital of Upper Canada, the predecessor to the old city of Toronto. Yeah, live on a plane could be fun. Not the plane I was on, but it was a very bumpy ride. And it's 45 minutes. It's 20 minutes up and 20 minutes down. That's all it is. No drinks, no nothing. Rob says that an uninteresting Toronto fact is that it starts with the letter T. This is true. Fun fact number two. Before 1000 AD, a group of indigenous people moved to the area and established a settlement, which evolved over the years. For now, the city of Toronto is officially 229 years and counting since it was rechristened in 1793. So there have been people here for a very, very long time. Hey, Bree. Yes, Toronto lost in the ALCS in 2015. Now, if you want real Toronto sports facts, let's talk about the Maple Leafs and how long it's been since they won a Stanley Cup, but that's a different story. I'm not going to say that too loud here because everywhere you look, there's Leafs jerseys and hats. And fun fact number three, Toronto is the largest city in Canada and the fourth largest city in North America. The city has approximately 3 million people, but the Greater Toronto area boasts about 6.5 million. One interesting fact about Toronto is that it is currently the fastest growing city in North America. Yeah, the Canucks aren't doing much better, are they, Daryl? Yeah, it's when was the last time a cup was in Canada? It's been a while. Toronto houses the only castle in North America. Casa Loma is the only castle on the wonderful continent of North America. Thousand Islands has castle-like estates, but they are not true castles. Casa Loma is the only one. Yeah, it is almost baseball season, Cookie. My parents are in Florida, and they went to Dunedin and watched the game today. So, yeah. Okay, everybody, we need to start over. Bree missed the first 2 minutes. I'll send you a copy, Bree. You didn't miss much. Fun fact number 5. Yonge Street in Toronto is one of the longest streets in the world. Despite being nearly 200 kilometers long, or 125 miles, Yonge is credited as the longest street in the world, as endorsed by the Guinness Book of Records. My notes here are awful. Anyway, so those are fun facts about Toronto, because there's nothing else fun about Toronto. There is a guy who brought over stones from England to build his house. He used to work for the Queen, and that is outside of Vancouver. Guy who brought over stones from England to build his house. Where is that? I know when we went to Victoria and there was a lot of history in Victoria, especially around the Empress. Um, there was a church that was there, and Winston Churchill laid the cornerstone of the church. So, yeah, a lot of very interesting facts out west. We had a very good trip out there. House used to be in a lot of movies. There's so much filming done in Vancouver, eh, Daryl? It's crazy. The Capilano Suspension Bridge and the dam that's up there. A lot of movies that's in. So, anyways, that's fun facts. So, does anybody else have to travel for work, or is it just me? Because I really don't like traveling for work. Um, is there anything that you like to take on the road that you can't live without? I need my laptop. I need my phone. I need my technology. Um, that's about it, really. I don't. I have. I have this. I have my music cozy, and that's a headband with earbuds in it. I just like the quiet. Sue brings chocolate and chips. I didn't bring any snacks at all, and dinner was awful. So I'm actually starving. But there is a donut shop across the street, so I might go out after. One movie, they blew out the back wall in his two-story library, and no more filming after that. Well, that's, yeah, probably that would. I mean, I guess they could film it as a vacant building or an abandoned building. Bree likes everything. What are you talking about, Bree? Yeah, Cookie, I imagine that you had to travel for work a lot, but you always had you had the bed on the ship, right? Bree needs those. She'd never lose her earbuds again. They're actually pretty cool. It's I'm not putting it on though because it looks ridiculous, but it's like a headband, and it's Bluetooth, and you can pull it down. You can use it as an eye cover if you do that. I don't really do that. Rob brings AirPods, phone, and Har- Haribo straws. Straubs are the minimum requirement for care. What are Haribo straws? Yes, Bree, this is my live stream, not Sonia's. And you were late. You said, who likes traveling for work? And Bree said she likes everything. Okay. Do you travel for work, Bree? You travel for fun. And that's the kind of travel I like. If I'm not here in my trailer, yeah, I'm not happy. I prefer to be in the trailer than in a hotel any day of the week. And I prefer to drive than to fly. And I could have driven, but it just wasn't worth it. Well, 2 minutes late is late. Like, that's late. If you're not on time, that's what late is. And I started early, so technically you missed more than 2 minutes, Brie. Yeah, my normal commute is about 4 minutes. So that's more than enough for me. I can walk to work in the summer, but I'm lazy, so I don't. Right? See, Daryl says it too. Late is late. And Rob's punishing you now. You have to write on the board. Even though they don't have blackboards anymore, everything is a whiteboard on a laptop. Technology. Well, the snacks are good in the corner. That much I know. Ah, see, even Cookie says late is late. I don't think anybody has your back, Brie. So I don't know if I'm going to do the full hour tonight because, yeah, I have to be down for the shuttle at 6 a.m. Might should be she said LOL. What? Might, should be, she said. I think Sonia's been drinking what Mona was drinking. Oh, I'm not a fan of the train. Oh, Rob has a 5 a.m. train tomorrow. Ooh, read Bree's comment. I might, should be in the corner, Rob. See, the problem is, Sonia, is that Bree always talks like that. So my brain just automatically flips whatever she's saying the way that it's supposed to sound. So it comes out normal in my head. But I'm used to you writing normal things. Sonia is talking gibberish again. Rob has a 5 a.m. train. Where are you going, Rob? You're still in Chicago for a little bit? But does everybody else do that? When they read one of Bree's comments, they're just like, oh, it's Bree, and they just, you know. Yeah, I'd be pushing it to say that anybody's normal in here, but so Bree reads her comments and sorts it out. 1 hour up to the family, then another 45 to the car museum. Oh, you're going back to the car museum. Is that no, last time it was in Detroit when you went on your bearded mission. Well, that's good. I'm looking forward to that video. Daryl is normal-ish. I think there's a Speedo video that begs to differ. More footage from the car museum is coming. Good. Good, good, good. No, it's not Bree-ish, it's Brianese. And it just, you just, I don't know, it's like my wife speaks French and it just converts into English in my head and I know what she's saying even though I don't speak French very well. Oh, and Daryl speaks Speedo-ish. Lots of noise in the hallway. It's going to come in handy later. Well, I know, right? I guess they don't have to be quiet till after 11, but the bar was very full downstairs, so. Good thing Mona isn't here. We know what she speaks. Right? She was speaking a lot today and she was yelling. I don't know why she's yelling at everybody. They do have breakfast, Brie, but I'm skipping it because it's just, I'd rather have the sleep. No, they don't do roommates in anymore, Tanya. It's very politically correct now, so I don't think it would be, I don't think it would be appropriate to share rooms with anybody anymore. It's just Walmart's way of playing it safe. Let's put it that way. Thanks for hanging out, Cookie. Thanks for staying up. We'll be back to 8 o'clock on Wednesday next week. Yes, breakfast for dinner. Don't even get Daryl started, but yes, breakfast for dinner, 100%. 100%. Right? Does she always go crazy on Dr. Pepper? What is that? Dr. Pepper. Pancakes and waffles time. Yes, Daryl, breakfast for dinner. That's when we go camping, that is the first thing the kids put on the menu that they want in the trailer. They want breakfast for dinner. And I like doing breakfast for dinner because it takes a long time. So it's usually a 4 or 5 beer event to get that done. So peanut butter jelly time. Dr. Pepper and scrambled eggs? What? Like mixed together, or I don't think so. Yes, it's a four. Bree, you saw my birthday live. It was craft dinner and wieners, and it was at least 3 beers, and I was only on for about 16 minutes. So yes, everything in the trailer is measured in beers, unless we get the margaritas out. Then right, it was that's what they wanted. It was my birthday, but they wanted craft dinner with wieners in it. Yeah, it was only 3 beers in 16 minutes, Rob. I didn't have very much time. You like drinking with Bree's husband. I imagine he probably drinks a lot, and that maybe he understands her better. Maybe. But yeah, that's only in the trailer. In the hotel, it's water. There is no bar fridge in this hotel, and I didn't bring any. Maybe that's why he drinks. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Oh, now Daryl's sucking up. Okay. So we finished booking our Banff trip. There's still some of the events that I have to book and pay for. See, Rob's hotel doesn't have a bar either. There's a bar downstairs, but I'm not going. It's too packed for me, and some of my bosses are down there. So yeah, I love Banff too, Daryl. We went in 2021. This time, however, we went last time with my in-laws, and we did 1,700 kilometers in 48 hours. We went from Calgary all the way to Jasper and worked our way back. We got to Calgary at 2 o'clock on a Friday, and we flew out of Calgary at 3:30 on Sunday. So it was quite a whirlwind trip. But this time we're doing things a little different. I would love to get out there with the trailer, but it's just too far. The whole trip would be driving. So not doing that. So what we decided to do was we rented an RV. So that'll be fun. So we're bringing all the kids on this epic adventure. See if I can find it now. Hold on. It's a 32-foot Jayco. It's Class C, right? I think it's a 31 FS. I think. If I can find a picture of it. But all the kids are coming, and my mother-in-law is coming, and then Dylan's brother and his son are coming, but they're renting a van. So we had to make sure that we could get the campsites first, because the campsites are a lottery, and we needed to book 3 different campsites over 4 nights. I had to take time off work to get it done. because it was absolutely nuts. Let's just do that. Oh, wait. Oh, now I don't see it in here at all. Anyways, you're going to see it in the videos because there is going to be a ton of video. Oh, that didn't work. Come on. Anyway, okay, I will find it. I'll show it on the next live. But yeah, so that is all booked. That is at the end of June, so that is going to be a blast. Can't wait for that. And it looks like we're going to Cape Cod for the summer, or not for the summer, but for our summer trip. So yeah, I've already been to Cape Cod. Wasn't impressed the first time, giving it a second chance. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, the Fairmont Hotel looks very cool in December. We are going to we're going to rent a canoe, and we're going to have a canoe on Lake Louise. So that should be very interesting and very expensive. Someday I'm going to have a foldable kayak instead of the kayaks that we have, and I'm going to put it on an airplane, and I'm going to bring my kayak there and kayak on Lake Louise, because it is just the most amazing place in the world. Well, we're not all going at the same time, Sue. You know, it's you rent the canoe for an hour, and whoever wants to go out can go out, and we'll just go a little. It takes, if you rent the canoe for an hour from where the boathouse is for the canoe to the end of the lake and back, will take less than an hour. So I think if people just go out, like I just want to go out to say that I've been on it. Guylaine as well. Guylaine's not comfortable in a canoe. Canoes are very tippy, and so we have a canoe and we never use it. My son uses it for fishing. That's about it. Jim wanted to drive to Cape Cod for the day? What? How can how close is that for you? That's not close. I don't imagine there's too much to see there now. Anyways, we'll see. There wasn't well, the last time we went, the kids were little, so maybe it'll be more interesting this time. We'll have more things to do. And still not sure on who's coming. 8.5 hours. And he wanted to go for the day? Was he going to sleep in your truck? What? Oh. Faith the Creator is my son Xavier. He's my youngest. Hi, Xavier. How's work? Well, I'm stuck here. I have a beautiful room, but I would rather be at home in my own room. Don't get tipsy and get in a tippy canoe. Wait, that sounds like Tippy Canoe and Tyler too. Oh my. Well, I won't be getting tipsy in the canoe because I have to drive the RV. So yeah. Jim is crazy with his day trip ideas. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Well, thank you, Xavier, for taking time out of your own streaming to to join my live stream. See, Rob would go on a road trip with Jim. That might work. Maybe Jim could do a day trip to Chicago to pick him up. Yeah, I can see the two of them on a road trip together. It would be good content. What would we call that? Rants and Beards. How would that be? We can make a whole channel, Rants and Beards. That would be good. Yeah, the Rob and Jim Show. Big beard, little beard. Is a goatee really a beard, though? I'm not sure. Well, I thought it would be fun again to once again do our random thoughts of the week. So, random thought number one: if you are waiting for the waiter, does not make you the waiter. Maybe. Random thought number two: if you buy a bigger bed, you have more bedroom, but less bedroom. Sometimes I even scare myself. Both concrete and glass are made from sand, so skyscrapers are just really tall sand castles. Are pregnant women actually human submarines? I'm not touching that, Rob. I can get enough women angry at me on my own. Thanks for the help, Rob. I'm waiting to see if somebody's going to answer that because I'm not answering it. Number four, the tallest person in the world has physically experienced being the same height as every other person at the world at some point. Gord told me to type that. Yeah. Yes. Number five, the purpose of a lock is to turn a door into a wall. I didn't tell him to type that. If you are over 30, you have been alive longer than every dog in the world. That's kind of sad, that one. Oh, this is a good one. There is only one letter that does not appear in the name of any U.S. state. Does anyone know what the letter is? Where did that go? Anyone? Bueller? Everyone's thinking. How do you know that, Sonia? It's cute. Yeah. I didn't know that. Once we have self-driving cars, wipers will no longer be essential because the car doesn't need a clean windshield to drive. That's bizarre. It's bizarre to even think it. The sound of your alarm is technically your theme song because it plays at the start of every episode. Bria's still thinking about day trips and submarines. Okay. Again, I'm not touching the submarine thing at all. At all. And random thought number 10, someone vividly remembers something that you said, but you have completely forgotten. Wait, Bria's thinking of wieners? What? It's fun to play with a self-driving car on the road when you're a big truck. Yeah. Playing chicken with them, Daryl? Kraft dinner and wieners. Try it. It's not bad. It's a nice break from hot dogs. You just eat the wiener. Maybe Daryl plays chicken with electric or with self-driving cars. How can you tell which ones they are? 3. I don't know what we're going to do. I actually usually don't eat wieners. I eat the Italian sausages. Go ahead and run with that. Do what you will with that one. Brie likes everything. I think we already determined that. The person who is texting and the car is still driving and she isn't looking up. Yeah, that's not always a self-driving car. That's just an idiot. No, we're not going there, Sonia. And I did look up for Jim that, in fact, dynamite technically does have peanuts in it because they make glycerol from peanuts or glycerol or glycerin. They make glycerin from the peanut oil, and glycerin is in dynamite. So, in an offhand way, yes, there is peanuts in dynamite. I guess you could say that that's what makes it explode. Shouldn't touch that one either. All right. Anyone up for a few questions of would you rather? And this is the Speedo Freeze version. You know what? I'm not big on wiener soup. I don't, I definitely don't like the beef ones. I prefer the pork. And if there's nothing else, sure. And I don't know why Sonia's laughing, but I have a pretty good idea. Would you rather be able to speak to the animals or speak every foreign language? I guess it's whoever you find more interesting, people or animals. Yeah, we're going to play my version of Would You Rather, though, Brie. Brie would rather speak every language. Daryl would rather speak to animals. Brie speaks animal already, yeah. Oh, hey, Linda. I didn't even see you sneak in. Linda would rather speak to animals. Tanya wants to be Dr. Doolittle. I assume that means that you'd rather speak to animals. Because as a doctor, maybe you speak many foreign languages as well. So would rather speak to animals. I don't know. I think I'd rather speak all the foreign languages. Although for a lot of them, I already know the swear words, but that's a different story altogether. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? What do you think's more interesting? I think I'd like to see 150 years into the future, see how the world has changed, or if it's still here. 10 minutes into the future, I'm going to see it eventually, but I'll never see 150. Sue says, technically, we already speak to animals. We really just don't know what each other says. I heard somebody say one time that your dog probably has a name for you and you'll never know what it is. Daryl would rather see 10 minutes into the future because they'll still be alive. Sue would rather see 150 years into the future. Brie is making a comment on something, saying ew. Would you rather have telekinesis, which is the ability to move stuff around, or telepathy, the ability to read minds? I don't know what I would rather have. Quick, everybody hide. Mona's here. So Bree would rather see 10 minutes into the future, but she doesn't realize that we've already moved on to the next question. So she's actually 10 minutes in the past. Bree would rather move. Chit. I could clean so fast. Depends on if you use your powers for evil or for good too. Sue wants to move stuff around because she's too old and decrepit to move heavy things now. You don't care what I think. Most people don't. So Sonia's sending Mona to the corner. Okay. Not saying it's not deserved. Somebody is a little late again, but I guess you're setting that standard again, Mona. Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone to know, or for everyone to have access to your internet history? Well, I really don't like either one of those things. I think we all remember my internet history. Where did I put that? Is that here? Do you remember this internet history? That's my internet history. That's probably not a good thing. Oh, see, Bree cares what I think. Rob is referring us to his legal team. The question, Bree, was, would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history? I'm going with neither. Because I don't like what I had to go through to get this picture. Whoop, that's not the right picture. How did that switch so fast? Yeah, what I had to go through to get this picture. Because you may not know it or not, but that's actually not me. Linda says either way it would be boring. But that's not a bad thing, Linda. Now Mona's sending people to the corner. What's happening here? Sue says her thoughts are way worse than her internet history. Bree says internet history 100%. You want people to see your internet history or you don't? Because I think if they could read your mind, they might not be able to understand it. So that might be safer. If you could read my mind, you would just see hot dogs and beer. So, pretty boring. Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life, or give up the internet for the rest of your life? Well, I live in a place that is 105 in the summer and minus 44 in the winter. So I don't think that I could give up my my heat or my air conditioning. So it looks like there's a fight breaking out in the chat. Yeah, I think the internet would be easier to give up, but I don't know how we could live without it now. It affects everything. Sue would give up the internet because it was 93 there today and she needs her air conditioner. Mhm. I hear that. These aren't hard, Brie. They're also not real. You can say whatever you want. Then Sonia can't get a hold of me. Wait, she's got my number. But if you got rid of your internet, Mona, you couldn't unfriend her. Linda's downloaded her favorite music. We're so reliant on the internet now. It's crazy. It's crazy. I like my house talks to me on my phone. You know, I have to turn my notifications off for tomorrow for the conference because I know that there's going to be stuff going off in my house. Tim's joined us. Hey, Tim. Tim and Duke. Tim, you missed a fight. Mona and Brie are duking it out in the corner. You know, we would almost need something to break the fight up, but we don't have a wet hose. And we could hose them down, but oops, no, have to break up the fight with that. One's late, one missed a question because she wasn't paying attention. I'll let you figure out which one was which. Well, I'm pretty sure everybody knows that if it's my corner, there's going to be hot dogs in there. So I'm just saying. I don't know how fresh the condiments are. We may have to go and check our condiments cupboards again. Well, see, Mona, and that's why I don't have the hose. Actually, you were both late and you missed a question, Bree. You're right. So I guess you are the one who goes to the corner. Mona's in the corner with a poncho. Isn't that a song? No, someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Not Mona's in the corner with a poncho. That's a different one. Oh Lord, now the marshmallows have come out. Now we're bad. Now we're now things are getting officially out of hand. Isn't anyway, I'm not going there at all, Bree. That's a you and Daryl thing. I'm thinking we should ship Mona a case of Dr. Pepper. Right, Linda? I need to leave it alone. I haven't gotten around to all the wrenches, Tim. This is still all very new to me. I'm working on it. And I'd be very concerned right now if Bree had a wrench, what would happen to Mona. So, although Sonia hit Jim with hers, so I don't know. I think she needs lots of Dr. Pepper. It's like someone else I know when they have too much Dunkin' with nerds. Sue's heading out. Good night, Sue. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to start wrapping this up too because this is it's late for me for this conference. And Tanya is how about you're an hour ahead of us, right, Tanya? So it's almost 11 there. So yeah. All right, Tanya, good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Okay, now that all the quitters are gone. No. Oh God, Sonia has the only wrench. Whew. Now the swinging's going to start. Almost 11 in Miramichi. Ta-da. That's right, Sue. Everyone's quitting. But I'm quitting too. It is almost time to wrap this up. So what is today? Today is Monday. This is screwing me up now. So I'm guessing that Bruce and Sonia are going to be on tomorrow. If Bruce is up for it. It's only 7. It's still light out at Bree's house. Okay, Sonia, I have a question because I'm reading the chat on Melon. And Sue just sent a face fuchsia poop shape. I assume that that's the YouTube emojis, and I can't see them on Melon. Almost 7 at Tim's as well. So you guys still have a long night. So Sonia and Bruce will be on tomorrow. Wednesday morning, we've got, the YouTube emojis. You can't see them in Melon. Well, here. Actually, I forgot. I keep forgetting I could put these up. So, yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to check it on YouTube after. So yeah, Sue and Bob will be on Wednesday morning for the farming, and Bree will release her video right after. You're doing a video this week, Bree? And then on Thursday, Sonia will be live on her art channel. Good night, Sue. Thanks for hanging out. And Friday, Sonia will be on again on her RV DJ channel. And then Saturday morning again with Bob and Sue. I think that covers it. Did I miss anybody? If anybody else has something, feel free to drop your, well, I guess Sonia's the only one who can drop a link. But let us know what you got going on this week. I haven't released anything in like 2 weeks other than lives because work has been absolutely nuts. So I've been working on one video for 2 weeks. While Sonia's doing her Saturday drive stream to the campground. And what time can we expect that? I'm not going to get a notification at 5 a.m., am I? Because I'm going to unfriend you right now. It's a smiling face fuchsia poop shape. I will definitely have to check that out in YouTube. I think I'm gonna have to go drop that in Sue's on Wednesday morning. Oh no, Wednesday morning I'm here. I'm in class. Ugh. Saturday. 7 a.m. 7 a.m. I can do. 7 a.m. might not. Oh, that's Saturday. Well, we'll see. We'll see. That still might be early for me. I will definitely try. Mona, when are you doing your next live? Every time I get onto one of your lives, all I see is a lava lamp. You're already done by the time I get in there. And on that note, really, Tim? Uh, yeah. Bree has the basket. All right, peeps. That is going to be it for me for tonight. Wish me luck for the next 2 days of this hell. And if I don't get into anybody's streams, I will be back on Thursday. So I will definitely be there Thursday. Hopefully sooner if I can, but we'll see what happens here and how much of stuff I can get out of. I might have another sneezing fit tomorrow and Uber back to the hotel. But anyways, all right, everyone. Thanks for joining me. And thanks. Sorry about the time change. We'll be back to normal time next week. And everyone, take care. Good night. And thanks for. That's a mouthful, Linda. Thanks for hanging out, guys. See you soon. Bye.